Let's go over to Ran, who's a Liverpool fan. He joins us. I think he was at the game. Was you at the game today, Ran?
I was. Majestic Pardew. Happy Easter, boys.
Happy Easter to you, mate.
Quick call. I usually call and complain that, you know what I mean, when Arsenal are playing, I always say that it's like going, to a coffee shop, and ordering a muffin, or, a cappuccino. It's kind of that type of football. But today, the passion, at a Liverpool away game was amazing. I mean, we had the controversy when Trent came on. Some of the fans were not happy.
Really?
But I think, you should. I'm not going to repeat it here. But they weren't happy. They weren't happy, and something. Some of the fans there stood up, and my hat's off to them. He's been a loyal servant, and they kind of came round, and when he had that sort of, that impact on the game, they just sort of, all sort of gelled together.
Changed their opinion.
It did. But they sang their heart out. I mean, you could literally hear the Liverpool fans all over the East Midlands today. It was unreal. Yeah. It was unreal.
At the age of 26, 255 appearances, 18 goals for Liverpool. You kind of almost have to, and because you've won everything with him, you kind of have to wave him off into the sunset. It's not like he's abandoned ship, is he?
Yeah, exactly. Look, at the end of the day, sometimes when some of the other clubs come a call in, it's time to change your path. And, you can't blame a player. He's been a loyal servant, just like a lot of the other, players in the Liverpool team who may, get pulled away at some point. But I think, to sort of disrespect him, I don't think it's on. I was in two minds whether to, boo him or not. But at the end of the day, I had to just stand there and just clap him all the way because I think he's been a loyal servant. Nothing, that I could say, can make up for the effort that he puts in week after week on the field.
Well, I think that's very honourable from you, Ran, and and hopefully most Liverpool fans think that. As I was saying earlier, it's a two-way street for players. Sometimes they get cut, and sometimes they cut the team, and that's how it is. He's going to you could argue the biggest club in the world in Real Madrid. I'm sure Man United fans would argue that, a few other clubs, but they certainly a great club and a great tradition of having great players. So it's a great move for him, and as I say, you could sense in his outburst, not an outburst, but his celebration, so to speak, was a little bit like, I've done the job again for you. Let's all sort of meet in the middle. That's maybe what he was trying to say.
I think so, Pards, and both of you are quite fair.
Ran, are you permanently reversing?
No. We're do you know what? Parking at Leicester is a nightmare.
It is. You have to go miles away. You have to park miles away from the stadium.
It is, but all I wanted to say, you guys are absolutely brilliant. You've made my Sunday, and I just wanted to shout out to the guys that didn't come. My mate Maz, P, Ranj, Nav, all of you guys, what a game today. And my mate Dola, he's always, mate, what a game. Sang their hearts out.
Ran.
Love you guys.
Ran, have a wonderful Sunday, sir. Thank you very much. Love to hear from our people on a Sunday.
And what he's talking about, like, sometimes you go to a home game and you feel the stadium's dead a little bit. You're a little bit kind of not sure where it is. The away fans is always the same, isn't it? They're always up for it. It's like a different kind of group of fan base.
And do you know what? I had that argument today on YouTube because I'm always arguing in the YouTube comments with clips.
Okay.
Someone's talking about, on Friday, I talked about Big Ange and Spurs, obviously, off the back of the Europa, and said, look, if we win the Europa with him, I think, because it's a 2-year deal, end of the season, shake hands, and both parties separate.
Oh.
Right? And, some people were like, the incidents that he's had with the away fans on several occasions, I just think doesn't bode very well because the away fans.
You think that relationship's strained?
Very strained.
Okay.
And I know, I go away.
Of course.
I went to Anfield when we lost 4-0.
Yeah.
I'm standing there watching it. I am a paying customer, so I see it myself. But and the away fan base is very different to when you're in the home stadium because obviously you get a lot of corporate, you get a lot of tourism, especially at Spurs.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's brilliant. And great to hear Ran and the Liverpool guys had a great day out, and
good for them.
And great for Trent to get.
And hopefully they've all got out of the car park
yeah.
without reversing.
On AM, on DAB, via the TalkSport app and on your smart speaker. TalkSport.